Hi everybody, welcome to take 439 of my studio renovation share video. To say that I've had some technical difficulties is putting it mildly. So I'm going to try to record this in actually two different parts. Bear with me and let's hope for the best. If you guys listen to the podcast or you follow my blog, you know that for the last month I've talked about pretty much nothing except this studio renovation. Well, today I want to share it with you. This is the view of my room looking in from the hallway of my house. You might remember from the podcast that I live in an older home. It was built in the 50s. And this is an extra bedroom that's actually on the corner of the house facing the street. I've used it as my scrapbook room for a few years, but originally it was Kelsey's bedroom when she was a little girl. One of the things that I love about this room is the bank of 4 windows that let in a lot of natural light, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So let me just start by panning over to the left-hand side. This is the left-hand side of the room as you walk into it, and let me tell you a little bit about what's going on here. First, you can see the closet that's right here, and I've actually decided to store on the outside of the closet a shoe organizer that has all of my punches in it. I don't use my punches that often, but I'm hoping that with them out and at the ready that I'll use them more frequently. You can also see at the bottom that I have a few open cubbies, and that's a good thing. That gives me some room to grow. Panning along that wall, oh, this is a great time to point out that I chose the paint color. It's Sherwin-Williams Repose Gray. I'm absolutely in love with it. The walls in this room were a bright, deep turquoise, and this paint covered that in just 2 coats. Pretty amazing. And then the trim paint is just Sherwin-Williams Basic White. Anyway, continuing, you can see that on this wall I have a little chalkboard thingy that Tracy gave me a few years ago. I don't know what I'm going to use it for necessarily, but it's also a magnet board, so I thought it would be good to hang up in here. And you can see in the corner that I have a bookcase with my television and my Blu-ray player. I'm moving out of the way so you can't see me standing here in my pajamas. I wasn't thinking about the angles there. I've got on an adorable nightgown, not. Anyway, as you take a look at this, you can see that I have something different stored on each shelf. On the top, like I said, is the TV, the Blu-ray player, and there's actually a large empty glass jar there, and I want to store something in that eventually, but I don't know what it'll be yet, so I'm just leaving it empty for now. On the top shelf, I have a basket, and I also have a box, and those are housing some projects in progress. On the middle shelf, I have all of my paper pads. Those aren't big paper pads. They're 6x6 and 8x8 paper pads. And then on the bottom, I have a shelf or a drawer that's divided into a ton of different compartments. And I'm using it to store all of my chipboard letters and numbers as well as punctuation. What's so cool about that is that I've always wanted to be able to store like all of the A's together in the different fonts and all of the C's together in the different fonts, etc. But I'd never really had anything that I could do that with before now, and this worked out perfectly. I didn't even have to buy it. It was something that I already owned. Continuing along that wall, you can see that I have a couple of collage picture frames that are filled with family photos. That makes me happy. And you can see that I have a large basket of mini albums. At last count, I had 45 mini albums in that, and that is just ridiculous. I need to like make a mini album every single day until that's a reasonable number. And yes, I stopped counting at 45. There are actually several more than that, I'm afraid to admit. This leads us over to that lovely bank of windows that I mentioned before. And, you know, one of the things that I really like about this room is that I have a lot of natural light that comes in. I had originally thought about putting up some wooden blinds or maybe some bamboo shades, But I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I've left these open for now because I really like that clean, uncluttered look. Now, it's really hard to see me sitting at my desk from the road, even at night, because of the level of the windows. So that makes me a little more comfortable, and I don't plan on sitting in here and scrapbooking naked, so I don't think that I have anything to worry about there. If it starts to freak me out, well, then I might have to reconsider the whole idea of the open window. Come back for part 2.